You guys are not in trouble, but we need to have a serious conversation. The problem is, in this world, you are either finessing or you are going to be getting finessed. And in the scholarship process, there are a lot of opportunities for you to be finessed. Now, that is not to scare you out of the process, because for me, one thing I'll tell you is learning about scholarships, diving into the process, and earning over $65,000 in scholarships and grants, what it taught me how to do, not only did it help me pay for college, and like that was the most amazing thing about it, right? Like I got paid to go to college. That is amazing. Beyond that, I learned how to critically think and navigate opportunities. So I can look at something that someone's trying to offer me or someone's trying to get me to sign up for, and I can think, does this have value? Does this look real? Does this look like something that is really going to offer something for me and it's useful? Or is this someone just trying to dig in my pockets? Now, if there was a camera going on in my house like 24/7, and I hope there isn't.
There was a camera going on in my house like 24/7.
But if there was, you would hear so many rants of me talking about things that I am seeing now that I am becoming like an influencer in this space and starting to build my platform of like helping students with financial opportunities. I am just seeing so many clear and nasty money grabs, and it is sending me into a state of disarray. Like I'm losing my mind, to put it very simply, because I'm like, oh my God, what are these kids being taught? It's insane. So my goal for this video is to impart a bit of wisdom, give you some tips, some ideas into my like thought process so I can help you actively navigate like the scholarship process, because it's like, it's just, it's maddening. To give you an example, and then we're gonna dive right into this, I have a free scholarship Discord chat. Discord, it's like a huge group chat. People get in the chat, they ask questions, people respond. There's all types of free resources and tools given in the chat, you know, and it's free. However, somebody came into the Discord, okay, promoting themselves. They say that they, you know, they won scholarships, whatever. I'm not questioning their validity. I'm not questioning, you know, whether they did or not, but whatever they did, what they did was they came into my chat and promoted a service that they offer, which is a $200 subscription to a Discord. First of all, how dare you come in here to promote yourself? That's so weird. But number two, the audacity to charge that much, you're a wicked person. Like, anyways, not to get into scholarship beef. The point is that there were people in that chat that were like, oh my God, like I was gonna sign up, like I was gonna do this, I was gonna da-da-da. And it's like, bruh, you're already in a free chat. Why would you go take $200 and go do that? That's insane. So I want to help y'all be able to go, is this a good decision? Should I do this? Is this something I should do? Let me think about this. Like, and be able to make good choices when it comes to when you decide and how you decide to spend your money. Because it's really important, man. There are people out here who just want to dig in your pockets, and you need to be able to know when and when not to let them in. So the first thing I want to dive into is like quick scholarship safety tips. But these are like the basic tools you need to be able to keep yourself safe. If you want to go in deeper and you have like more questions about this, I'm going to leave the link to the blog post in the description, and then I'll put it on the screen. So I'm just going to go in. The number one scholarship safety tip is never pay for scholarship opportunities. Never pay for scholarship opportunities. If people are charging you to apply to a scholarship, if a scholarship has a small fee to enter, they are definitely trying to rob you. No quotations needed. Like there's literally, they're robbing you. There's no need to pay for scholarships. Scholarships are free money. So you should be able to access them for free. Point blank, period. Like there's nothing else to say about that. There are certain scholarship websites that will charge you to find scholarships. It's unnecessary to do that. And I'm gonna talk about that in a bit. But bottom line is, I got my money. without paying for it. And I know a ton of other people that got their money without paying for it. So why would you pay for it? Think about it. Don't do it. The second thing is protect private and sensitive information when applying for scholarships. So what this means is that if you're signing up for a random scholarship that you don't know and they're asking you for your credit card information, or they want your bank routing number or something, like, it's like, whoa, why do you need this? Don't be so quick to enter your information. So during the application process, you don't ever need to pay for scholarships, right? So you would never need to give your credit card information because there's no need to pay. So if they're asking you for payment information, it's a scam. You don't need to do it. Run away. Don't give it. The third tip is don't be so quick to trust opportunities that are too good to be true. So what this means is if someone's saying, hey, sign up for this scholarship and you're guaranteed to win, there's absolutely no way that they can guarantee that you can win that money. That's just insane. Wish there was a scholarship like that, but there isn't. So if they're telling you that, then it's not good. And then another too good to be true opportunity is if someone is reaching out to you, a random person, some random organization, and they're saying, congratulations, you won a scholarship, but you know you never applied to it and you don't even know, like you've never heard of that organization, they're lying. This does not, important asterisk here, important addition, this doesn't mean like if you apply to a school, like a college, and then they offer you a scholarship, that's not random. You apply to the school, they have your information. You can be offered scholarships from colleges without officially sending in like an actual essay submission or something, because as part of the application process to that college, you can be offered scholarships based on merit, based on your just different parts of your application, depending on your background. If there's anything that you qualify for that they can offer you, they can do that. Based on financial need, anything like that. That's not random though. The fourth tip is really important. Always verify the organizations that you're applying to. Verify the websites. Like if you go to somebody's website and there's typos, it looks like it was made in like the 90s, there's no contact information, like there's just no information about this company, they're most likely going to be a scam. A big tip on how to do this is literally like take the name of the organization and just like Google more information about them. So insert the name of the organization. Are they a scam? Or just Google them and see, do they have a company website? Do they have more information out there? Just don't be so quick to just trust that these random opportunities are actually, valid. Question them and then research them. And then if it turns out to be, good, go for it. If not, always be cautious, especially, with your private, sensitive information. Like I said, that's a super, super quick breakdown. However, I will explain more in the blog post. So head to the blog post if you're still stuck on like how to navigate scholarship safety. Okay, this is the real meat and potatoes of what I want to get into today, which is to talk about things that are not necessarily scams. Like they're not necessarily trying to get you directly, but it's still a finesse in a way. So I want to explain why it's a finesse, how they are finessing you, and then how you can in turn finesse them. Okay, so the number one thing that it's not a scam, but they're definitely finessing you out of things, are the easy click to enter scholarships. I have literally made a promise to myself to like try to be very careful with how I promote the easy click to enter scholarship opportunities, because let me tell you what the finesse is. A lot of these companies, they need an audience. If you're a company and you're trying to sell a product, a service, or you're trying to build up your user base, you need people to do that. So what do? They go, if I offer a scholarship with a lot of money for students and I push that out, then students will come to my product, my service, my platform, and they'll come join. So you're actually very valuable to these companies, right? So what they'll do is they'll release a really huge, just sign up to enter big scholarship so everyone can flock to that website. And then it's like, the thing is, these scholarships, they're not scams because someone actually does win that money. They're giving away, $20,000, $50,000, whatever. Someone actually does win that money. But the thing is, the scholarship is designed to be so easy and so big because it's going to attract a ton of people. So what does that mean? If the scholarship attracts a ton of people, because it takes no effort and people are lazy and they're going to flock to that opportunity, then what happens is all of a sudden you're competing with tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people for a prize. So the finesse here is they're finessing you out of your contact information because you're signing up for those sites. So they're going to use your information to advertise to you. And the finesse here is that a lot of students are only relying on these easy click to enter essays because they get the feeling that, oh, I'm applying for scholarships, like I'm doing something, when in reality, it's such a tiny chance to win. You're really not doing nothing. So the thing that I try to tell students is like those easy scholarships from verified, like legitimate websites. These are real opportunities. But the chance of winning them is so tiny that you cannot rest all of your hopes and dreams on winning those scholarships. Like, don't place all of your bets on those scholarships. The way to finesse these types of scholarship opportunities is only sign up to websites that you'll use. So if it's a scholarship website, like a legit scholarship website, there's no harm in signing up for those websites because you're already going to be using them for searching for scholarships. So, okay, no problem. I'll sign up. But here's another way to finesse is because if they're using your email, they're sending you a ton of emails and stuff, you don't want that type of spam, just create one separate email account that you use for these sites. So all of the, things, the updates and notifications from their emails, just go to one email that you use for scholarships. Now, you still want to check this email regularly because you may be notified that you've won a scholarship, via email. So you want to keep up with that. But the goal here is to eliminate spam so that you're not so overwhelmed with that stuff. And then the second tip is knock out those easy scholarships when you can. But don't just do the easy scholarships. If you're not taking the time to do the essay-based scholarships, you're putting yourself at such a disadvantage. This second type of finesse is not technically a scam, once again, but they are finessing you. So these are these types of organizations and websites that will try to charge you to connect you with scholarships. So if you remember, I said you shouldn't be paying to apply to scholarships. Facts, that's facts. But some of these websites and organizations will try to get around that, and they'll be like, well, we're finding personalized scholarships for you, and we're offering you exclusive scholarships. So technically it's no, shut that down. Technically nothing. Scholarships are free, period. But that's why you can't technically call these sites a scam, because they're offering something of, value, kind of. But in reality, they're just not necessary. Most free scholarship websites will connect you to scholarship opportunities that are personalized. I have a full list of those free websites and how to use them on this post. Go and check that out. If you ever get an invitation to some type of society that you don't know anything about, literally Google it. Google insert the name of the organization, scam, and just see what people on the internet are saying about it. Oftentimes you will be able to see threads of people just going in about how it's just not worth it, how it just wasn't what they thought it was gonna be, and you can just kind of read reviews and just make an informed decision from there. But I think the best thing is when they're talking about spending money, just try to think, is this really something that I need to do? Considering that scholarships are free, is this really gonna give me the edge that I need? Maybe not. Okay, the last finesse that I want to talk about that is going on, that is, oh my God, I could rant about it for hours and hours and hours, and I think it's so disgusting, but it's kind of what I was talking about in the beginning. It's people out there who are now seeing that there's like more people promoting scholarships and like, you know, educational influencers, and some of those people are coming into this space for quick and easy money grabs. I made a video about this and I was so intense. It was so funny when I watched it back because I was so serious. Some of you will not see heaven, and I will make sure of that. I have a free scholarship Discord. Why did somebody come into this chat and promote a $200 group chat, a $200 subscription for a Discord, and try to get the students in my free Discord to go over there? When I find you, you better run, because I'm coming for you. Peace and love. Peace and love. You a sick person. I get so mad, and that might be why, like, if my energy is a little bit hyped up right now, like throughout this whole video, it's because I've been thinking about that. But I get so mad because, once again, like, I think about myself. I think about myself and how desperate I was for information and help in the scholarship process. And to think that now there are like grimy little people with their little, you know, grimy little hands trying to take advantage of students, it just sends me into a spiral. You could ask my mom. Well, you don't know my mom, but if you were to ask my mom, like, literally I call her up all the time because she's the only person that like understands, like, some, like, I tell her all the time about like just different things that are going on like in the scholarship space, and I just get so mad. I get so mad. None of this stuff is necessary. The internet like has made so much education and information accessible that the problem, and let me tell you what the problem is, because I'm angry at them. But the thing is that rather than be angry at them, I just want to help y'all understand how to determine like when you should and should not spend your money. And at the end of the day, that's up to you and your pocketbook, or your parents, you know, their pockets, whatever. But at the end of the day, you got to think about it. Like, the problem is, and why these people are able to like get away with this, is because, and again, I'm gonna go on my people are lazy rant, but the problem is that you want to throw money at a problem. You want to throw money at a problem and think that that's gonna help. But there is nothing in this life, in this world, that is going to get you out of the responsibility to do the work. You know, you could pay somebody $300 to find you scholarship opportunities, but you're still gonna have to sit down and do those opportunities. And it would be so much better for you to just learn how to find opportunities for yourself, which I do. I'll link the resources that I have to do that. But it would be so much better for you to empower yourself with the knowledge to be able to go do those opportunities. Because think about this, and this is what I like to think about, is like the bigger picture. Once you learn how to find scholarships yourself, you'll never have to go back to that person and give them $300 to find you more scholarships. But if you don't learn, and let's say you win one of the scholarships that they refer you to, you're gonna have to keep going back and throwing the money again so you can find more scholarships. And it's just like, you know, again, bigger picture is when you're able to equip yourself with the knowledge. And basically, when you're able to just figure stuff out for yourself, you truly just empower yourself. Because now, you know, and let me just speak for myself. Going through the scholarship process and learning how to write an essay, aka how to pitch myself, how to show my strengths, how to show my value, that helped me so much in finding a job after college. I realized I didn't want to work that job. Then it empowered me to go and like have the confidence to go pitch myself and my business and grow my business and grow my social media accounts. And like, it's giving me so much confidence to just go out there, and I'm like, there's so many ways to make money in this world, and I know how to navigate like what is a scam and isn't a scam. I'm not saying I'm the most knowledgeable person in the world, but I will say that going through the scholarship process and learning so much about it has opened up so many just so much opportunity and so many doors for me. And that's what I want to give to y'all, because it's deeper than just the scholarships, which are really important. we want to pay for college, right? But it's also about learning how to empower yourself and like learn skills that can take you so much further. Because if you go through this life just like trying to throw money at problems and, you know, just not realizing the power and the capability and just the skills that you yourself can develop, then you're always going to be in a place of feeling like you can't go and take control of your situation, or you can't go and, you know, go start a business or go do something that you thought you wouldn't be able to do. It's like, for me, going through the scholarship process and becoming financially independent and learning how to just do more things on my own, it's made me think like, it's giving me like limitless like opportunities and just like potential. I think sometimes like I think that those people who charge so much for these services and stuff, they're almost preying on people's inability to think for themselves, inability to take initiative, inability to believe that they themselves can go out there and seek opportunities and be successful, when in reality, a lot of the times, everything that you need, you really have, you know. And it's like, that's why I sit back and I think, what is the difference between the people that have taken my advice already and have gotten money, and then the people that are still stuck and they still feel lost and they still don't know what to do? And what I think it is, it's a lot of self-doubt. It's a lot of insecurity. It's a lot of difficulty to believe in yourself. So let me try to break this down a little bit more simple into like the finesse model. The finesse here is that you have people in the scholarship space that want you dependent on them. They want to charge you to find scholarships so you can keep coming back and still need them to find scholarships. They want to charge you for, you know, just these outlandish, super expensive services so they can get money from your need. Like you have a desperate need to earn money. So now you're willing to spend crazy amounts of money to get the money. And it's like, it's crazy because it's really counterintuitive. You're trying to make money, but now you're spending money. And there's nothing wrong with investing in your education. It's just when we're talking about $200, like, really? You know what I mean? So the finesse here is, don't be so, it's not even about not being desperate, but don't avoid doing the work. Because it's no course, it's no product, it's no, you know, one-on-one session that you're gonna ever buy that's going to erase the need for you to just sit down and work. So if you're not willing to sit down and work, it will be better for you to just not even spend money, because you don't want to become financially dependent on those people who are just trying to get money from you. That's a nasty cycle. So I think what you should do here is, the mindset I think you should get to is thinking about when it is good to invest and when you might just be able to do something on your own. When it comes to learning about the scholarship process, a lot of these tips, a lot of the information, it's a few Google searches away. So when you start paying people for stuff, and it's like, what I urge you to do is, before you pay for a product or service, even from me, especially from me, you should go out and try to do it yourself. Go try to apply to 5 scholarships, even just 1 scholarship. Go and try it for yourself. Go and try to find scholarships. Go and try to do it yourself first. And then if you're struggling and there's something that you're not understanding, you don't get, then start to think about, okay, maybe I can go buy a one-on-one session and talk to somebody and be able to ask them more personalized questions. When I first started selling one-on-one consultations, the number one thing is people would come to me and they go, well, how do I start? And I'm like, well, I already made a video about how to start. Why are you paying me to teach? I've already, you know what I mean? And that's why I stopped it, because I'm like, I'm trying to get people to a point where I want them to come to me with actual questions. Like, hey, I started, but now I'm confused on this, so da da da. Now I'm bringing the services back because I've had a lot of people reach out and they're like, please, like I really need help and I want to be a resource to people. So I'm bringing it back, but I really want y'all to try it first, then come to me. Don't just try to throw money at the problem, because what I'm going to tell you to do, I'm going to tell you how to start, but then guess what? You're going to have to go start. You're going to go have to sit down and do the work. The money doesn't erase the need to do the work. I'm here for knowledge.
Knowledge,
okay? Anyways, I hope that makes sense. I hope that comes across. This is an open conversation. It's an open platform. This is my first time venturing and like trying to educate. So I want to know, what are you confused about? What are you lost about? What is the disconnect? Because that is what I'm trying to reconnect. Or I'm trying to connect. I don't know. If there's any point that I want to finish on, it's just that I think that one of the biggest problems when it comes to people being finessed out of money, being finessed into doing unnecessary things, is that you're not believing in yourself. So you feel like you have to always go outward, that you have to go buy a product, go buy a service, go buy something, go do something because you feel like you don't have the information that you need. When in reality, I think a lot of times we do have the things that we need inside. And there's nothing wrong with investing in your education, but try to do the work first. Try to do the work first. Try to figure out what you're missing so then you can go out and make an informed decision to get what you're missing, if that makes sense. Okay? Because these are just things that I would want somebody to tell me. These are things that I just wish some people were able to get, because I see people kind of like getting finesse out of things. And I know y'all are in a really desperate place, and unfortunately that attracts some vultures, some parasites. So I just wanted to have a conversation about that. But once again, let me know, what are your thoughts, comments, questions, concerns? Okay, so that is the video for this week. Next week, I think I'm gonna be getting into, actually I don't know, honestly, probably self-confidence. I think that's what we need. We need to talk about fear of rejection and self-confidence. But yeah, leave your questions, comments, concerns, thoughts. Until then, I will see y'all next week. Bye.